Welcome to my Vault 88. This is my first run through of Fallout 4, and I've really finished everything else, just making Vault 88 up, and I hope you guys enjoy the tour. As you'll see, we've militarized the front here, so just to keep any invasions from coming on down. Don't mind the security if you're friendly, but definitely be aware of the security if you're not friendly. You will not make it very far. We've got working rad detectors, and so you can get those rads off you right here with a decontamination arch right as you walk in. You actually walk through it. There you go. And then welcome on into the vault. Before you go any further, though, we're going to ask you to stop and sign in at security. Here's our first security area. Say hi, hello to the friendly guard. As you can see, they can see what's going on in the vault, as well as some of the vault systems and maintenance from up here. And then once you've signed in, at the front desk, you're welcome to join us in the vault. Come right on in through the door, we'll get you buzzed in. As you can see, I did have to run some electricity through here. That's just an unfortunate way of the way this vault's set up, that you can't plug into the walls out here, but that's okay. And also, as you can see, I gated off the workbench. Got a little bit of Hall of Mirrors effect in here that happens in different places in the vault. It's not usually too severe, but there's a couple places it's really bad. So, once you're here as a visitor, you're welcome to drop by one of our 12 guest rooms that are nicely appointed for you and ready to go. Maybe you need to get some of that Commonwealth dirt and grime off of you. Feel free to come in and use our showers and restrooms. And maybe you need to get patched up after some travels or some battles. We've got a full service clinic here, including a doctor to patch you up, an eye doctor, and a facial surgeon. And we also have a well-appointed surgical theater for anything more severe, along with a private recovery room and plenty of places to store medical supplies. Maybe something less serious is needed to be done, and maybe you just need a haircut. You can stop by our barber and get your hair, or hair, beard, mustache, whatever trimmed. And you can also stop by and wash off your clothes here in our laundromat. And if you found any technology while you're out in the wasteland, feel free to bring it by our research department so they can tear it apart and see if we can repair it and figure out how it works. They're working on some computer consoles right now, and they've got lots more space to work on. Hungry? Come by our cafeteria. Our cafeteria offers the finest that the Commonwealth has to offer, including meat from all of the native flora and fauna. And it's all prepared right here on site. Right back here in our kitchen that has its own cold storage and lots of cooking area. Plenty to fill about 50 or so people. We've got 3 hydroponics bays. Here's the first one. And we grow enough produce here on site to feed about 48 settlers, so you're welcome to come visit and get your belly full.
Never thought I'd be an honest-to-goodness vault dweller.
And finally, Hydroponics Bay 3 here. You can see them working in there. Maybe you just need to kick back your heels and relax. We've got many options for relaxing. Here we've got our just one of our relaxation areas where you can watch TV as well as radio, and or just kick back and talk all night. Maybe a book is more your style. Feel free to drop by our library and check out a book or read, research, anything you might need. If you've brought any bounties or you've been bad, you might end up here up in our security area, where we've got a full view of what's going on in our vault, as well as jail cells and a drunk tank for those that just need to cool off a little bit for the night, as well as our armory. Have some spare caps jingling in your pockets? In conjunction with some very friendly raiders, we've managed to bring some of Nuka World right here to Vault 88. Welcome to the Nuka-Cola Arcade, where we've got games, prizes, and all the free Nuka-Cola of every variety that you could ever want. Let's go head up to our second floor, where we've got shopping and some more of our where our residents live. Need some protection from the denizens of the wasteland? Feel free to stop by our armor shop, where we are fully stocked with everything we've been able to find. We've got combat armor, leather, etc. Maybe you need some new clothes to get rid of those torn rags that you're wearing. Feel free to stop by our clothing shop. We've got friendly service and clothes half price off on Fridays. Plenty of stock of pre-war clothing.
Hi, how are you?
If you need some chems or maybe some household items, feel free to stop by the Stop and Shop. As you can see, we've got a storage area for all of the things that we bring in from the various parts of the wasteland. Maybe you need some firepower to keep you alive out on the trails. Feel free to stop by our weapon shop, where we've got a good selection of most of the available weapons of the wasteland, or the Commonwealth. As well as stocked with plenty more. And while you're here, feel free to grab a drink at our bar and casino, where we've got 8 slot machines, 2 pool tables, karaoke, and a fully stocked bar with dancing and tables to sit at. If you're visiting one of your friends here, you may find that they're in their single room, or maybe one of our larger double rooms here in the residential area. Here's an example of one of our double rooms. We've got 9 single and 2 double rooms on this floor. Let's head up to the 3rd floor, which is mostly residences, as well as our school and a gym. Here in our schoolroom, you'll see some of our Commonwealth orphans that are sitting and learning. As well as you can see one of our 3 luxury suites. This one has a double bed as well as its own full bathroom. Not all of them are appointed with their own bathrooms. We've also got 2 family suites that are very much like the luxury suites. There's that Hall of Mirrors effect. Actually, back down on the second floor is our orphanage and our nursery. This is where we keep babies as well as more of the orphans that wander in. They have their own private restroom. Here's our gym where we've got exercise bikes as well as pommel horses and weightlifting. And here's the restrooms for these folks up here. And another one of our luxury suites. We'll stop in and see one of the single rooms really quick before we head up to the overseer. Now we're going to head up to the overseer's area. First, we'll stop in the overseer's room. Where we've got our collections as well as a bed. Here's our first collection, the bobbleheads. We've got all the bobbleheads. Nuka-Colas. And robot models. As well as a nice luxurious bathroom. As we walk down the hallway, we come to our private theater, where we can watch all of the pre-war movies. That is not a working projector, that's a light from the SOE pack, by the way. And our companion room. There goes the Hall of Mirrors in a big way, so let's try to get rid of that real quick. Looks like we're just going to have to face the other way for the rest of this. So, bed for our companion. As well as their own restroom. Finally, we'll come to the overseer's office where we've got our Sim Settlements city planner desk, our Vault-Tec personnel management system, and our magazine collection of all of our Grognacks and Teslas and special operation manuals, etc. And of course the overseer's desk. You can also see on the back wall here holotapes. We've got the game holotapes separated out. And finally, here's our power armor selection. Here's the Nuka Mark IV X01 armor, as well as the other Nuka armor, both Vim armors, a Minuteman armor, a Railroad armor, the Atom Cats armor, and a few others in different states of repair. And here's each one of those. There's Tesla armor there, as well as various other suits we found and patched together here, as well as a power armor repair station, some Raider armor, and some various other, just various other power armor that we found. I believe that we've gotten all of the suits of power armor available, but I know that there's a possibility I missed a couple of frames. Here's all of the legendary weapons we found while I was wandering the Commonwealth. I should say legendary and unique weapons. There's a couple of quest weapons that are in here as well. And this exits out and takes us up to the 5th floor where I'm building a workshop, but we won't show that tonight. Now down here past the laundromat and the research room is the sweatshop. This is where all of the scavenging stations are. So our scavengers work hard day in and day out to bring us in all the materials we can find in the Commonwealth, and then we store them back here in our warehouse. Our warehouse holds, you can see wood and steel. You can see nuclear material down there towards the end, all of our boxes of springs, miscellaneous weapons and things we found. As we're coming to a close here, there's one more room I want to show you, but there's still lots to this vault. This vault is crazy huge, and I've really just run out of ideas. There's some other large areas that could be more warehouses, more grow areas, but really much past this point the settlers don't come back in here. So I built back here. I took a vote and built the Settlers and Athletic Complex with a boxing ring and also some basketball, which we'll see here in just a moment. And that brings our tour to a close. Thank you so much.